Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so today it's actually going to be an interesting show because actually when I contacted my guest to come onto the show, he has some pretty interest. He's been around for a while, but he's he's a very introverted kind of guy. Okay, it may not. I mean, he's very introverted, but it doesn't mean that even if you're an introvert that you cannot go out and impact lives. So for him, he has actually used his skills, his knowledge, his resources that's available to him to help and change lots and lots of people's lives. So today, for our topic today, what we're going to be talking about, we're actually going to be looking at this very interesting formula. We're going to be using this, a laptop, a Wi-Fi, and then as long as you have that, you can have an online business. Are you sure? Really? That's what we're going to be talking about with my guest later. We're going to learn about how we can run an online business from home without spending a cent. All we need is just a laptop and a Wi-Fi. And so this is perfect for those who are stay-at-home parents, those who are housewives, jobless maybe, looking for a side hustle, and they want to quit their job. So this will be perfect for you guys who are looking to do something like that. You want to, what you have right now is probably just your laptop and a Wi-Fi, and you want to, start a business online. Can that be done? We definitely can. And then we will find out how we can do that real soon.
Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty over from the minute that I met you.
And welcome to Aspiring Everythinger, guys. So for the people who are tuning in right now, okay, so my guest today, his name is Sam Chu. So who is Sam Chu? Sam Chu is a Facebook marketing strategist, is an internet marketing coach, and he is the founder of the Singapore Internet Marketers Online Community. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on my guest, Sam. Hey, Sam, welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
All right. Okay, I can hear the screaming in the background. Okay, we just for the power of imagination, right? The power of imagination. So, guys, we are on live right now. None of this is being recorded. No, actually, not being recorded. This whole thing is being recorded, but none of this is actually scripted, right? So we're doing it live right now. If any questions, comments, just feel free to leave in below, and then we'll be able to chat. So afterwards, we'll be able to chit chat, and then afterwards, any questions you've got, just throw them in the comments. And afterwards, of course, Sam, being the expert that he is, he will actually make his comment. So yes, so good to see that we have Edson. Edson, yes, good to see you on the show. And and I think Jen. So our session is was yes, you can actually attend your Zoom session, but yes, this whole thing is being recorded. You can come and watch it anytime. All right. So with that being said, so Sam, okay, so maybe I will pass the time really very quickly over to you, right? So for the people who are watching, please feel free to say hi, leave a comment down below, or if you're watching on your phone, tap on the video. You should be able to tap on the video and you leave a comment there. You should be able to see us. I think you should be able to see some comments there as well, so we can be able to chat there, right? So with that being said, Sam, take it away, man. What do you have for us? How can we run an online business with just two things, having a laptop and just having a Wi-Fi?
Yes. Yeah. Do you believe that we can run a business from home with just a laptop and Wi-Fi? Comment below, yes or no.
Yep. Okay, so comment below, guys. So for those who are watching, even if okay, so for me, definitely yes. For me, I believe so, because now I think we're living in this day and age. Definitely in terms of what we can do with whatever resources, just a laptop, you can go online, you can reach the world, right?
When I first started my internet marketing journey about 12 years ago, I started with zero resources.
Mm-hmm.
And all I had was my laptop and Wi-Fi. And even today, I still do the same thing. Mm-hmm. And so I'm a living proof that it is possible for you. Okay? On the internet, there's no lockdown. Life goes on. In fact, it's so much better because the offline people are moving. They are migrating in masses to the online world. And so I'm there to receive them. In fact, it's booming because everybody is going online. And they need people to train them, to teach them how to use the internet. And so we are in high demand right now. So this is your golden opportunity to help these people migrate from offline to online. Mm-hmm. I have this belief that when you do not have resources, you can be resourceful. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of things that you can do. Opportunities are there, especially in a crisis. Whenever there are changes, it creates new opportunities because changes affect people and people have problems, they need help. So when you can meet their needs, you have the opportunity to serve them and make the money. So I love changes. we love problem. Entrepreneurs are in the business of solving problems. So we love problems like this because when we can meet your needs, we can make the money. How awesome can it be? Okay, so I'm going to share with you 6 tips, and I have this acronym called BGOS.
Okay,
BEGOSK. And I'm going to go to
BEGOSK.
BGOS. And I'm going to go to them one by one. Let's start with B. What does B stand for? Okay. So the first one is B. B is barter trade. Have you barter trade before?
Okay.
So if you want to learn something, you can do a barter trade. For example, you spend 1 hour of your time, teach your friend something. In exchange, your friend will teach you something for the next 1 hour. So you do a barter trade. For example, my friend Carmen taught me how to edit a video using Filmora. 1 hour with me. Then the next hour, I taught her how to market her business using the internet. So I taught her digital marketing. Another person proposed to teach me public speaking. In exchange, I teach him about digital marketing. I have friends who bought lunch for me. I mean, brought me to the restaurant for lunch so that they can tap on my brain for 1 hour. So I have free meal in the restaurant. So this is very common. I promoted somebody's program. In exchange, I got a free ticket. And some of these free tickets are pretty expensive, like $1,000 over. So I get to attend high expensive program for free. Because I have an audience to sell to. So it's no loss for them to give me an extra chair, right? Because they have many chairs. So to them, it's no extra cost. It's just another empty chair for me to sit. But I can bring them maybe 1 or more sales, which is good for them. Yeah.
Okay, wow, guys. So for the people who are watching in right now, so I think, guys, for everyone, guys, ladies and gentlemen, right? So again, if you're enjoying it so far, we only got started. We just got getting started. So for those who are watching it right now, all 12,000 of you, okay, for those who are watching right now, so we are actually talking a little bit about Sam came out with this acronym, right? He called it the BEGOSK, BEGOSK. Okay, so if I'm pronouncing it wrongly, please tell me how I'm supposed to pronounce it. Okay, so we started. He shared about barter trading, and I think this is kind of like how business is kind of done before the invention of money, right? So it's like, I have an apple. Do you want to change it with this piece of fruit or this banana? You know, so in ancient days, so it's like they can't speak in I don't know what caveman language. So, but in modern days context, we can actually start to trade with different people. And kind of reminds me a little bit. I'm not sure if you heard this story before, Sam, about the red paper clip. Have you heard of the story before?
Yes.
Yeah, very cool, right?
Yeah.
So the red paper clip itself, maybe you want to share a little bit about what you recall from that. I mean, this is like kind of putting you on the spot.
Paper clip, and then I don't know what it ended with. Is it a house or something like that?
Yeah. So it's like I mean, in terms of how can you upgrade yourself from like a red color paper clip, and then he just barter traded. So I'm going to trade with a pen and trade with you a marker. Then trade all the way. He traded until he got a whole house from a red paper clip. Of course, it wasn't instant. It took him a few years, but it was a very interesting story nonetheless. So, guys, if you guys are I want to know how to do barter trading, right? Just learn from the master, right? So, Sam over here has been doing a lot of barter trading already. You know, it just depends on how creative you can be. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Sam, carry on. Yeah.
You can also see that influencer themselves also they are barter trade. For example, they may blog about a restaurant, and in exchange they get free meal, right? Or they may blog about a hotel, and then in exchange they get a free stay at the hotel. So influencers are really doing that barter trade. So it's something quite common even in the modern world. So for a minute, think about what can you barter trade with your friend. So you can learn something, you can get something for free without using cash. Okay. So anything to add for the first letter before I go to the second one?
Well, I think in terms of the barter trading itself, it's like I think one thing about barter trading, right, is that one of the principles I would say I think is pretty interesting is that it is depending on what do they want and what do you want, whether we can trade. Because what we see, you know, what the thing that we are trading, right, it may not seem valuable immediately, but there may be someone who may see that as something valuable. I mean, honestly, a red paper clip, right? So I don't have a red paper clip with me, but a red paper clip, he can trade himself all the way until he got a house. I mean, somewhere someone eventually has something that he can trade without using money. You know, not everything is about money. Money is a very common denominator, but you can, in terms of value, what do they want? It's easy to trade. I mean, yeah, that's what I can say in terms of to add on to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go to the second letter. E.
Okay.
E stands for experience.
Experience.
When I
Okay.
first started, I went to Success Resource Seminar, and the speaker was so awesome. And then they started a program. I wanted to sign up, but the program cost $1,000 over. So at the time, there's no way I can pay for that kind of I don't have the kind of money. So the second best teacher is experience. So experience is my best teacher. So if I want to speed up my learning, I just have to do more. I have to chalk up my experience, and I have to feel forward. That's how I learn. So if I want to learn faster, I need to do 10 times more than anybody else. So experience will show me what works and what don't work for me. What may work for you may not work for me, and vice versa. So the only way you can test out is through experience. I also want to encourage you to do a 30-month challenge every month. Every month, master a skill. So in 12 months, you'll be able to master 12 skills. And in 1 year, it should be good enough to earn full-time income. So what are the skills that you can learn every month? Let me give you a list. You can learn soft skill or learn software. Example, copywriting, blogging, SEO, website design, graphic design, how to create a video tutorial, how to use Zoom to conduct online training, how to make friends, how to sell, how to set up your PayPal account, PayNow or PayLah, how to create a book and sell. So you can learn one of these every month, and in 1 year, you should know enough to make a full-time income. So this is experience for you. And I also want to encourage you to have a daily ritual of every day do something consistently. For me, example, I blog every day, and that become my daily habit. So people say that it takes 100 days to form a habit. So you need to do it consistently enough until it become effortless for you. It become a habit. So this is experience. Anything to add for you?
Yeah, of course. And okay, I think Sunny right now has put in the link, right? So thanks, Sunny. Thank you for going online and sending up this over there. Appreciate it. So okay, so when it comes back to this about experience, yeah, I think living in this day and age, right? I think there's a lot of things that I would say are some of us are very good at certain things, but very weak at others, right? So in terms of the experience, I think I like your concept of every month trying to improve yourself a little bit. And I always believe in this concept of like a 1% every day. I believe in that kind of concept. Now, every single day we find a way to improve ourselves a little bit, because success is never in a comfort zone, I would say, right? You never find success in the comfort zone. You got to step out a little bit, and even though you're just doing something a little bit uncomfortable, just a little bit, just to try to learn something new, eventually further down the road, you have a whole bunch of different skills. I think actually, now that I mention it, this whole thing about, I call my whole channel Aspiring Everything, right? You can see all the way up here, Aspiring Everything. The reason I call it is because I think for myself also, I just, I want to do so many things. There's so many things I want to learn. I want to learn copywriting. I want to learn design. I want to learn graphic. I want to learn video making. I want to be a performer. I want to act. I want to speak. I want to, there's so many things I want to do, but I don't have enough time. I was like, wow, I want to do. But then afterwards I realized, you know what? After a while, I'm just like, I think I was pretty inspired by Gary Vee as well. For those of you who know Gary Vaynerchuk, he just document the entire thing, or just create. Even though you're not perfect, just go for it. I'm like, and I took that to heart, and I just like, okay, I'm just gonna do it anyway. So like my first few videos that I did for this Aspiring Everything was very, very raw. I would say it's very messy. Everything was off. I wouldn't even say now it's good. Okay, I wouldn't. But I think I'm slowly getting there. But it's also because of incremental improving myself. So like what Sam says, like every month you learn a new skill, there's something you want to do. So like if you want to learn how to do use Zoom, for example, you're talking about Zoom, so you're doing all this kind of stuff. Everybody's on Zoom right now. But is there a way that we can make the Zoom session more interactive, more fun for other people? There are tools inside Zoom, for example, like you can have polls. You can use a whiteboard and you can like do stuff like that. That some people, I didn't know you can do polls. I didn't know you can actually draw. I didn't know that you can actually. I mean, some people know they can share screen, but I didn't know you can actually draw. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that we can learn. As long as we dive a little bit deeper into it, and then afterwards. I'm just rambling on, Sam. If you want to just come in and just jump in anytime, I'm just rambling on.
So talking about Zoom, for example, my friend knows about Zoom. So what happens that I promote his training, the 7 days training. and I let him teach because he's a better teacher. And both of us make money because I do the marketing, he do the teaching. So we can do a partnership together. And I also help my client to run Zoom session for his staff because he doesn't know how to use Zoom. So I just can manage for him. And for that, you get paid. So imagine if every month you learn a new skill, you can use that skill to provide a service or to teach people how to use the software. And you can make money doing that. And that's what I do. I just learn and then I share my knowledge and I make money.
Perfect,
Yeah.
Sam. So this is guys, if you guys are enjoying the information so far, please give a like, give a share, just share this, people leave a comment down below, right? And also I think what Sam just did, right, he just combined B and E, barter trading experience together, right, already. So this is how you can actually make an income from home with just using a laptop and Wi-Fi. And then because the person behind the laptop is you, right? You're the people who are doing it. So it all depends on your own resourcefulness, which I think Sam also mentioned very early. So it depends on your personal resourcefulness on getting things done. Yeah. Good job. I'm enjoying it so far, man.
If you don't know which one start, you start with Zoom because everybody is using Zoom for online meeting, for training. That's for about everything. So you start with Zoom and you master it, and then you start to teach people, and you can make money teaching people. Start with one person, one student at a time. Yeah. So Zoom is the best, and it's free. You can use it for 40 minutes. It's good enough for a start. Yeah.
Definitely. Cool stuff, man.
You have a good idea, man, to make money. Okay, next letter, G.
Yeah.
So guess what does G stand for?
What would G stand for? I don't know.
Very simple, very straightforward. Okay, Google. G for Google.
Okay.
Google and YouTube. So there are two friends that you should take with you in your journey. On your left is Google, because you need to find knowledge. So use Google. On your right is YouTube. Yeah, YouTube for tutorial. And 90% of your answers are from Google and YouTube. The 10% will be from people. So you can ask the people in a Facebook group. I'm very surprised that most people don't ask questions in a Facebook group. They are very quiet. But you see, there are so many experts in the group. But why are you not asking them? They're happy to answer your question. You will observe that I ask questions in my own group. Yeah. So you have a habit of asking questions. Maybe you're very shy, but I have a saying that it's better to be stupid for 1 minute by asking a stupid question than not asking anything and be a stupid person forever. So which one do you prefer? If you Google for Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, if you want to learn, you can find it on Microsoft website for free. But I also discovered that 500,000 people are paying Udemy to learn Excel. Isn't it strange that they are not using Google? So you may assume that, hey, I know, of course, everybody use Google. No, it's not true. There are millions of people who are not using Google and they pay for courses that are free. For example, if you want to learn Facebook ads, you can go to Facebook website. If you want to learn how to use Google ads, you can go to Google website. But people are still paying hundreds of dollars to learn because they are not using Google. For example, I learned how to create a website from a 4-minute tutorial on YouTube. And after I learned it, I was able to create a website for people. In fact, it takes me about 1 day to complete a website, and I get paid a few $100s. And then I also teach people how to create a website themselves using WordPress in 1 or 2 hours. So what I charged them was just the hosting fees, but the training was free. So I make money from the annual renewal of the hosting. Anything to add on Google?
Yeah, I think in terms of that, Google, okay, like something I like to do is sometimes people ask me, I think in terms of Singapore, as Asians, I would say, we okay, then someone asks you, hey, I seen your stuff, can you do this? And then as an entrepreneur, I'll be like, yeah, I can. Afterwards, when they leave already, I go on Google, okay, how to do, all right? How to do what it, for example, how to do websites. Like, can you do this? Can. Afterwards, when they go already, I will go and check how to do, right? Or, or maybe I'll say something like, oh, I think I have an idea on how to do that, but that's not too hard to do. Afterwards, after I got some time on my own, I just go online and do my own research. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, personally, I feel that there's nothing wrong with because now you have a prospect, a client that is actually giving you what they want. They're asking you what is it that they want. And then when they're giving you money and service for that, right, it is up to you to do your own proper research if you haven't already, so that you can deliver a good job, a good service for them. Because then in that case, right, I never feel that that's doing they are shortchanging them, right? It's just, you say that I can get the job done. Yeah, after you do the proper research and then you get it done. Because I think when people pay you money, at least for me, I like to make sure that the stuff that I do is either it will match what they are looking for or exceed it. So yes, doing more research on Google and YouTube, and perhaps sometimes when after you do your research, you might find some addition. You may find that what you are doing research on further down the road, right? That skill comes into play again, then that becomes your experience, right? So if you get to add it, you just add more and more experience, you get 1% better every single day, every month you're learning a new skill. So like if you want to learn how to do like what Sam has said, right? To do website development, okay, you just go online to learn that. After you can charge for that, or like a whole bunch of different stuff that we can do. Right? Yeah, so all this is very good ways to improve yourself. And the Google, YouTube, there's so many resources online that to this day, in this day and age, if you say, but I don't know how to, then in that case, then go Google lah, right? That's how we say, we go Google lah, we go YouTube lah, because everything is all there. So there's so much information. So I think this day and age that we're living in, the amount of resources that we've got, right, is very, is all at our fingertips. Literally on our phone, on our computer, it's all on our fingertips.
Exactly. So there's no excuse for us to say, I don't know, because you can Google it, you can go to YouTube and learn it. So there's no more excuse to say, I don't know, because you can learn it.
Very true, very true.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if you're enjoying the information so far, I know there's still a lot of people that's watching online, guys. So if you guys are enjoying the video so far, please feel free to leave a comment below, or just tap in and just say hi, and then what do you think of the information so far. In fact, I think at any point in time, if you've got any question, and then I'm pretty sure Sam will be very happy to address any question. We put it at the end, okay? But I would say while we're talking about this over here, any point in time you feel like you want to say hi, whatever, hey, just feel free to say hi. And yes, we have Mirza, okay? Hi, hi Mirza. So yes, I think you're enjoying the show. Thank you for sticking around. So okay, now that we have mentioned this so far, okay, Sam. So now we have talked about your BEG, right? So what is the next one over there?
Number 4. O for observe. Observe. See,
Okay.
there are many ways to learn, and observing is one of the way. But a lot of people doesn't teach you how to observe, right? But I like to observe because it don't cost you money. Just have to be observant. So what I can observe, you got to observe how the experts sell to you, okay, how you are sold by them, how's the sales funnel like, what is the sequence of the email that you receive, or what's the sequence of your presentation. So which buy button did they trigger you to make you buy? How were you persuaded? So what is it that cost you to give the money to the seller? So you observe how they sell to you, so that you can copy the perspectives and do it yourself. So this is what you should observe. Secondly, you should observe what not to do, the mistake that people make. It is smarter to learn from people's mistake than making your own mistake, right? Yeah, anything to add for this?
Wow, this one, you're very fast.
I like to be fast and quick, short and sharp. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of like the opposite, because I kind of like to expound on details a little bit. I kind of like to go a little bit deeper. So in terms of observation, yeah, I think. But okay, one thing to add, one caveat to add, right, is that while it's good to learn to observe some people, right, you need to always take action, right? Like I know there are some people who literally, okay, they have a lot of self-esteem. Okay, what is self-esteem? They buy courses, they buy books, they buy this and that, right? And then they stack up the entire shelf with all the different courses and that kind of stuff. And afterwards, maybe people say, hey, can you, what have you learned? Oh, I have learned all this. Have you actually studied them? They haven't actually done anything with it, right? So what I mean by to tag on to what Sam is saying is that after you've learned to go through the courses, you observe what somebody is saying, put it into action. You need to put it into action, because otherwise it's just going to be self-esteem, whole bunch of stuff collecting dust, but it's not actually adding any benefits to your life. So observation, observe what people do and what people don't do. Like if you see somebody making a mistake, or somebody who has come online to share about the mistakes, okay, learn from those people, because they're coming out to share their experience. And I think it'll be cheaper, like what Sam said, right? To that you profit from their mistakes rather than you go and try it for yourself. However, however, we are entrepreneurs. Unfortunately, we are entrepreneurs. Or fortunately, we're entrepreneurs. But unfortunately, as entrepreneurs, right? You tell us don't do something, we go and we just go and do it. We just like, don't do it yourself lah. They have entrepreneurs. I don't believe you, and I go do it myself. So these are some of the mistakes I think over time we'll be able to, maybe perhaps we'll kind of fix. Yeah. So that's my contribution.
Okay.
Mm.
The next one will be S.
S. Okay.
S. Okay. Anybody want to make a guess? S stand for what?
S. Social? I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Social something.
Yes.
Social media. See, social media is free, right? Facebook is free. Facebook group is free. Messenger is free. If you want to blog, you can blog on Facebook Notes, and it's free. And now they have a new thing called Facebook Room for video meeting.
They just made it. They just made it only, actually.
Yeah, just only. So you go and learn something new. So maybe you may be the pioneer. Okay, maybe the teacher to teach people how to use Facebook Room. Yeah, there's no competitor yet, right? So the first. And Facebook Marketplace is where you can sell. So you realize that Facebook is an ecosystem. Everything that you want is there, and it's free. Isn't it awesome thing about it? Everything you need is on Facebook. You combine Facebook with I think Google. You have a lot of stuff that are free. So one of the strategy I want to mention is that build a tribe of true fans using a Facebook group, or building your Facebook friends. Let's say, for example, if every day you add 10 Facebook friends, in 1 year you will have more than 3,600 friends. And that's a pretty decent size for you. So you have an audience to sell to. Maximum 5,000 friends. Beyond that, they can follow you. So even though they are not your friends, they can follow you. So your strategy is that you want to turn your 5,000 friends into true fans, loyal fans, friends that will buy from you. So those who are not active, who don't engage you, you remove them. So every year you should do a spring cleaning, and just keep those friends who are actively engaged with you. So what is the earning potential? Imagine 5,000 friends pay you $10 a month. In 1 month, you could potentially earn $50,000. Is that enough for you? Is 5,000 Facebook friends enough for you? Let me give you some example. I created a group called Filmora User Group, and I have 17,000 members. If I create a course for $10, let's say, do you think I can sell it to the members there? It's a number game. In my SIM group, I have 4,000. Facebook friend, I have about 3,000. So the bigger the audience, the more you can sell to. Let me give you an example. This morning, I was raising fund for somebody who needs the money for operation. At 10 a.m., I launched it. But in 5 hours, I was able to hit my goal of $500. All this is possible because of social media. Over to you. Anything to add about social media? The power of social media.
I think Sam, you're using social media very, very responsibly. So it is not just like connecting with a whole bunch of different people, but Sam, I think you of someone who wanted to who needed help, you actually came up with something to help that person. And I think that's a very, especially that we are in this day and age that we are watching on social media, right? It's very messy. We see a lot of chaos that's happening. We see a lot of bad news as also. But I think that just happened because news is we are no longer relying just only on TV and radio for news. Social media is now is how a lot of us get our news these days, and that's where we actually can get to find out what's happening around the world. So yes, I think Sam, you're using social media very, very responsibly. But I want to ask you something though with regards to social media, right? Is how did you start? Because as you are very much of an introverted person, right? How did you start creating? You just mentioned SIM, which is the Singapore Internet Marketers Facebook group, right? So how did you start from a scenario where nobody knows you at all to growing into such a big group, or even for your Filmora group? How did you get from nothing to such a big size?
Okay, for the SIM group, because at that time I was a newbie and I was hoping that I can gather people around who have the same interest, and we can share experience and knowledge. So that was my intention, to learn from other people. And then every day I would post interesting articles every day, so consistently. And I remember for the first 1.5 years, I did not sell anything at all because I did not know how to sell. So I just know how to share. But as I share and I read and I share, I also grow in knowledge. So by that, I become quite knowledgeable. So I just kind of grow from there. Yeah, so I continue to persist because it was quite difficult, because I realized that people are not talking, people are not engaging. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only person talking to the group. So by these days, I learned how to ask questions so that to engage them, to get them to respond. And it works for me very well. When you ask questions in a group, they will respond. But I find that on your own, they will not initiate, they will not share anything at all. That's quite weird because in an international group, people are more responsive. But in the Asian group, I find that they are very quiet and passive. Yeah. So that's why SIM. Yeah.
I think in terms of our Singapore group, actually, I think it's just an Asian thing. We kind of look. We just like to look around the internet, but not really interacting much.
Exactly. So I have to learn how to engage them by asking them questions, by doing a poll, survey, or ask questions. And it works very well. But concerning the Filmora, so the trick is that you must use a keyword for a group. So Filmora is a keyword because it's a product. If I'm a Filmora user, the first instinct is that I will search for Filmora. What else, right? And so they will find me easily. And I have people to help me to run the group, so I don't have to do the heavy work. Yeah. So the key to grade that group is a keyword. Make sure your Facebook group contains a keyword. That means you must know what the user will search to find you. Don't come with some creative name that nobody will know. They won't find you. Because this is an exact match.
I see. So what you did was that you actually created groups, right? And instead of Facebook page, right? Because a Facebook page is more like, for example, aspiring everything. First of all, nobody searches for aspiring everything. The word, I created it. I created it because it's my own personal brand. But
Correct.
if you guys are like what Sam is saying, right? If you are looking to create a group, a community, right? Don't create something that nobody has heard of, right? Like if I were to create a group called Aspiring Everything, the only person who will be aspiring everything will be me. That's the only person there. Okay. But if you are looking to create a group, you first got to look for the like for example Filmora, right? Filmora is a product, right? And there are people who want to use it. Then you just create a group around that. And interestingly enough, actually, maybe I can ask you this question, right? Are you a key shareholder in Filmora?
I'm a user.
You're a user. See.
Because I created because I want to share my knowledge with them, and I also teach people how to use Filmora. Remember, I learned it from my friend who participated with me for 1 hour. That's how I got started. Then from there, as I begin to use more, and I learned enough to teach people. And I want to share that knowledge with people, so I created the group, and the group is very active. Like every day, there are many posts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you market your group? Did you?
No, just the market. They will just come to you. No
okay.
marketing.
No
They'll
marketing.
find a way.
Right. So it is you. So from what I'm hearing, what you're sharing with me so far, or sharing with everybody, okay, is that you got to make sure that the group is the topic that you're creating the group around has to have someone already searching for it, okay, or just have an exact match, right? Just have an exact match for that. And then the next thing you want to do is post content regularly, just like how you've been talking in terms of the SIM group, the Singapore Internet Marketers Group, and for your Filmora, you post content regularly. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you are constantly engaging people, even though you sometimes, especially at the start, you're like the only voice in the wilderness, right? Just, hey, anybody can hear me. You're the only person there, right?
True. So you make sure that you have good content so that they will keep coming back. Secondly, make sure that you throw away the spammer. If anybody advertise spam or quarrel with each other, you got to throw them out. So you got to manage these people. Okay? Yeah, the troublesome people.
Okay.
So it takes work to manage a group. So not many people have the kind of stamina to run a group for years. It's very hard for most people. You need a lot of stamina.
Yeah. Have you not considered letting other people to help you, to getting other moderators to come in and help you out?
Yeah, I'm very fortunate because in Filmora there are volunteers. So they say, hey, can I? I say yes, please. Yeah. And if you ask, I'm sure some of them will be happy to volunteer. Yeah.
So I think there's something very interesting to share over here. I think what Sam is saying is that, you know, you may not need to appoint moderators. Some people would just want to be moderators. You know, some of them just want to give back. Some of them just want to be part of something bigger. And I think it's very cool. And especially I think for Filmora is that you can actually see that some people who, you know, there are some people who come in to spam the group to start to put in their own like affiliate links, their own whatever they are. Then because sometimes we know in different time zones you're asleep, the moderators are different time zone, we're just going to remove the entire thing. And they're doing it for free. But not only doing it for free, actually, I would say, because they're not getting paid in cash, but they're getting paid because they just don't want to contribute and control the group. So in a sense that it makes it a better experience for everybody. So there are people who want to do something like that. Not everything's about money, right?
Yeah, it's about relationship. It's about having a good experience.
True, very true, very true. Okay, guys, so we're like 30 minutes in. So guys, we are covering so much stuff. We've talked a bit about we've talked about the BEGOSK. This is what Sam wanted to talk about. And then so we've talked about the barter trade, we've talked about experience, right? We've talked about Google and using YouTube. We talked about observing. We talked about social media, and we're coming to the last one. Okay, so guys, if you're enjoying the content so far, please, again, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but a broken record is broken, but it's a record somehow. I just got to keep going. Okay, so if you like what you're hearing so far, okay, share it with friends. Okay, put a like below, give a heart. Okay, so that you can share out with different people, right? And okay. So with that being said, we've shared the BGOS. So what would be K? K. Well, so I'm wondering what would be K. K is I don't know, cannot be Q, right? So all right, okay. So we can pass. So in this case now, Sam, over to you, right? What do you think will be the last point? Or not? What do you think? I wouldn't know.
K for knowledge. So what's the best thing to sell? It's knowledge. So normally there are three kinds of things that you will sell. First is physical product. For me, it's very hard to sell a physical product because it's a commodity. That means that it's hard to differentiate between seller A and seller B because they all sell the same thing. So it's very hard to differentiate yourself. Another problem is that the profit margin is very low. And also I don't like the hustle of, you know, delivery and all that. So for me, I personally, I don't do physical product. Okay. The other kind of thing that you can sell is service. But service is like trading time for money, and it's very hard to scale. Like for example, you want to give tuition, you only have so much time in a day, and you cannot scale that. And the third kind of things you can sell is a digital product. Digital means anything that you can download. It can be a video, it can be audio, or just a PDF file. And for me, I like digital product because you create once, you sell forever. And a customer can just download immediately. So instant gratification. And this is scalable. Whether you sell to 1 or 1,000 people, the effort is still the same. So my preference is to sell digital product. So what's the best thing to sell? Knowledge. Because everybody has something in your head. You have the experience, you have the expertise that comes from your working experience, your hobby, and also your studies. So you have something that people may pay you to learn from you. If you want to know what people are looking for, you go to Google and type how to A, and then you see a long list. How to B. So you go from A to Z, how to C. And then from there, you can see what are the things that people are searching for. So they give you a clue. And information is easily available online for free. You just need to spend some time to search and retrieve the gems. But people are either too busy or too lazy to search themselves. They want to be spoon feed. So you provide the service, you package the information nicely, and the reason why they want to buy from you is because the information is up to date, is complete, and it's reliable. That's why they pay you for the convenience of having the knowledge package in a very nice way for you. So you can package your knowledge in as an ebook or a home study course, e-course, or as an online coaching program. Let me give you an example. I sold my resource book for $10, and this is just a compilation of resources. So in 2 weeks, I was able to sell 100 copies without using any paid ads. That's the power of social media. So inside this resource book, I have about 63 pages of links to hundreds of resources. For example, the tutorial that you can learn for free, and almost every software that you need to run your business. It's all inside the resource book. Anything to add to this knowledge?
Yeah, I think knowledge comes in many kinds of forms, and I think that was actually very impressive for me to see. Right, so like there's so many resources online, so many, because the internet is so huge, and there's a lot of places where you can actually find amazing resources that are completely free. That is not like hacked, right? Not like the stuff that you need to do something illegal for, right? But it's completely free. Like for example, there's websites that give you beautiful graphics, which I use as well. Beautiful pictures taken by professional photographers with their gigantic, Canon cameras. Those, it's called Canon because it looks like a Canon, right? One toilet one. So it's like they take professional pictures and then they share it online because they say they don't need those pictures. So it's actually a Creative Commons Zero. They just give it out for free. You don't have to pay for anything. It's different compared to royalty free. This is just completely free. You don't even need to pay them any money for those. So there are sites like that. And then there's sites for music, there's sites for video, there are sites who are willing to, like, even for software. My gosh, on the internet these days, there are people who, I think, I'm not sure if I'm revealing anything, but let's say like Photoshop. Photoshop is pretty expensive, but on the internet there are so many resources available that you can use to create and edit graphics, to edit pictures, to edit whatever kind of stuff. And even like you say, Filmora, right? Filmora is also available for free, right?
Yeah, it's free with watermark. Yeah, with watermark. But if you pay for it, it's less than $100. And you can use for lifetime. Free upgrade for life. Amazing.
Yes, it's amazing. So like even if, let's say, if Filmora is not your weapon of choice, there are still so many available options out there. It's just depending on how creative we can get to use to go out and find. I think when that resource was out, I think like 100 people, right? You just 100 people are willing to pay money, because there's something inherent behind the entire thing, right? It's actually to kind of let people know, right, that whatever is inside that resource, it is a time saver.
Yeah.
Right? It saves a lot of time from you having to go dig on the internet. So guys, if you have like stuff that is in your brain that you have actually spent some time to go and research. So so now we have like this SN is saying hi to Pam. So they're both saying hi. Okay, so I'm both showing it on the screen. Good to know that we have some conversations going on on the show. Okay, so if you have information that is like that you have spent so much time to create or to gather, someone might be looking for it, and someone might be willing to pay for it. And I think that's amazing. That's a way you can bring a lot of value to people, because you never know when somebody wants that for example, their current editor, the video editor is they find it's too expensive, so they want to find an alternative. So then that's where you can, like, for example, you suggest Filmora and you suggest other stuff, and they might remember you for the good resource you given to them, because you're still giving people a lot of value. You're saving people time. So this is, I would say, in terms of the knowledge you have, don't never underestimate the kind of knowledge you have. But I would also like to add is that in terms of the knowledge, people tend to forget, right? You because you keep accumulating knowledge, it's easy to forget that a lot of people are still starting from scratch, right? So I think something Sam does very well is that he's able to help to those people who are starting from scratch, who don't know how to start anything, but you just have a laptop, you just have a internet connection, you can start from that and do something with it. I mean, like what I think one of the things which I got to know Sam about is, I think we're just chatting a little bit before this, is that even to this day, the books that he put on Amazon is still paying him money. Sam, can you just share a little bit about the books that you put online, right? How long ago did you make it, and how long did you take to make it, and how much are you, not say how much, but is it still paying you?
I wrote and published some book on Amazon, and I never promote it at all. And some of the books are with my name on it, and some using pen name. And I never promote at all. And every month they still send me money. So it's truly passive income. So I'm very amazed that it's working. That's how amazing Amazon can be. You put it there, and someone in the world is reading your book right now. Isn't it awesome?
Oh yeah, definitely, it's very awesome. So like how for those books, I don't know how far back was it?
I think a few years. I can't remember exactly. Maybe 5 years.
5 years. Okay, so 5 years, And how long did you take to write those books, if I may ask?
I'm a very fast writer. I can write it in 24 hours. If I sit down and write 24 hours, yeah, I can finish it.
Wow. So
But if you spread it, let's say 1 hour a day, in 1 month you can finish a book.
uh-huh.
If I do it full time, let's say maybe 5 hours a day, maybe in 1 week I'll finish.
Okay. So I think that's very, very powerful. So like, yes, completely agree. Pam says, yeah, awesome, Sam. I also agree. It's very awesome because guys, it's just like literally you are doing work one time to create an asset, right? That he did 5 years ago, five at least, or around there. To this day, is still paying him money, and he has done like what Sam said. He did nothing to promote it, nothing. So I'm like, so for those people who actually say, you cannot make money online, hey, you never know, because all these are just small little streams, right? Like 细水长流, right? So you just keep adding little streams here and there. After it just keeps growing and growing. You never know what will happen. And I think it's work done 5 years ago and they're still paying you. I don't think anywhere else, any other job in the world that you did 5 years ago, today they still pay you something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Mm.
By the way, I'm just currently running this program called How to Write Your Ebook in 24 Hours, and I show them 13 ways. Amazing, yeah, 13 ways you can do that. Yeah, so it's possible.
Okay. So now you're already, right now you're sharing people like right now you're actually having this book. You're talking about how people can create their own books, right? 13 ways.
Yeah, I run that is a 14-day online coaching program where I taught them 13 ways to write an ebook in 24 hours. And tomorrow I will share with them 4 ways to monetize the skill. How they can make that ability to create ebook very fast.
Very, very cool. So guys, Sam is a man with a lot of information, right? There's a lot of experience is putting in there. So if you want to find out that course, you want to find out that resource book, right? Okay, do hit him up. Okay, go to the link below. So you go to facebook.com/SamChuKS, right? Or so just go to that, search for him. Okay, you'll be able to connect with him. And even if you haven't hit 5,000 yet, have you, in terms of friends?
I deleted a lot. Actually, I hit almost 5,000. Then I deleted of 2,000.
Okay. So now you have like fresh blood. So no good.
Every year I will do a spring cleaning.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, if you guys want to get to know what Sam is doing, because there's he keeps putting out all these new small information products out there. Okay, that anybody can partake in and learn from, right? So for those people who want to know how it's done, please follow him. Just check him out, check his stuff out. Follow him on Facebook itself. Okay, and from there, I believe you'll be able to. If you're interested to learn about his Filmora, you want to find out about his resource book, you want to go to the Singapore Internet Marketers, hit him up. Just have a chat with him.
Chat with me, and I'll tell you the information. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Very, very cool. Okay. And so guys, so just a quick recap, right? So what is this BEGOSK, right? So Sam came out with this acronym BEGOSK. Okay. So there's we can do how you can make money from the internet with just your laptop. Okay. And just with Wi-Fi, you can do barter trading. Okay. So I think Sunny he earlier actually mentioned that he used the red paper clip, right? Just go check it out. It's very, very interesting. Check it out. Okay. Then other than talking at the BEGOSK, the second one we're talking about experience. You can use the experience you have. Okay, just trade experience with different people. Then you can, if you don't have that, go online, go Google, go YouTube, and then go just do some research there to become better at what you to become better, improve every single month, and to observe. Right. So find out what are people doing, learn from them, find out what they are doing right, what they're not doing right, to not repeat those mistakes. Social media. Okay, guys, Sam here is a social media expert. He's a social media master, right? So he has grown from zero, nobody in his Facebook groups, okay, and then to a few thousands. So many people, and not only are they a few thousand people, there are people who are interacting on a regular basis, right? So please, again, if you're not sure, feel free to rewatch his entire video, because I think I managed to extract a little bit of information, his experience, right, from him. And then that's how you can grow his Facebook groups itself. And of course, the last one is knowledge. Okay, package all the knowledge you have into information products, and then into different kinds of products. And I think Sam actually shared. Right now, he's doing a 14 ways how to write your own book. So there's many ways. Okay, so did I miss out anything? You think, Sam?
Yeah, good. You have covered everything.
Covered everything. Perfect. Okay, guys. So before we go though, I have one question for you though. So what I call this question, I call it 55 question session confession. Yeah, so I call it the 55 question. Okay, so this is a little bit interesting. So this is I have a list of 55 questions, and what I'll do is I'll ask Sam to pick a random number, and I'll just look at my list and ask him that question so that Sam can expound on a little bit of that if he wants to. I have no idea I have an idea, but I can't recall what those 55 questions are. So Sam, pick a number.
7.
Number 7. Okay,
Yes.
number 7 is
perfect 7.
okay. Number 7 is, if you could be a member of any TV sitcom family, which would it be?
Oh my god. I don't watch sitcom, man. Since the days of Friends, I think that must be many years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't watch that anymore.
You don't watch any of that. Okay, so if you were to choose Friends, do you recall any of the characters from Friends?
I don't know.
Don't know
anymore. Yeah, I don't watch it. I don't watch TV. In fact, nowadays, I think it's been for many years. I don't watch TV. Strange. Last time I used to watch it like every day, but now I don't.
I don't too. I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also don't really watch TV that much. Okay, maybe in that case, yeah, go ahead.
I don't even read the newspaper. Last time I used to be spend 1 hour a day reading the newspaper. Immediately after I drink my coffee, I read newspaper. But these days, I don't even read anymore.
All right.
Strange how habits change.
Habits definitely do change, and we got to pivot and change with the times and update, right? So, okay, in that case, number 7 maybe is mute. So in this case, maybe you got to choose a different number, 1 to 6, and then 8 to 55.
Give me an 8.
8 lah. Okay. Okay. Number 8. Question number 8 is, what is the stupidest thing you've done because someone dared you to?
Stupidest thing done. Wow. I think I invested in unit trust shares, and then it crashed in 2008. And I lost everything.
Oh no!
I think that was the most stupid thing ever done.
Okay. But the person didn't dare you to, lah.
I mean, I buy from that person, but that person never give me good advice, lah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I lost everything.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope that the change has what do you call it? Okay, so that was the stupidest thing you've done. All right. So
yeah.
Right now, is there any way to would you be able to change something to recuperate the loss?
So I learned my lesson. Never venture into areas that you are not familiar with. Yeah. Don't bank on hope, because you have no control over all these things. Don't put your money where you do not know what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did I mean? This is just an additional thing, right? Is what lesson did you learn? Did you no longer go in blindly, or do you start to?
I don't like to take risks anymore. I'm very conservative. Yeah. I don't like to take risks.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, but
I did not risk things that I cannot afford to lose. Never spend money that you cannot afford to lose. If this money is very important to feed your family, don't play this kind of money. Don't borrow money just to attend a seminar hoping that you'll get rich. I know some people they borrow money from the bank to pay for thousands of dollars for a course, hoping that it can turn over, but it don't work that way. Yeah.
I agree. I think that's especially because we are kind of familiar with how the internet marketing scene is like, or the whole marketing scene is in Singapore. There are people who sell I would say they sell a lot of stuff, but they don't actually, and the way they sell it, I would say, is very well packaged, and then it says you'll be able to make a lot of money from this. But very typically, the thing that is actually not said is you need to actually put in the effort and the time to make it happen, right? So, I agree what Sam said, right? Don't put it into a course and then hoping that it's going to be I'm going to be a millionaire tomorrow. No, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Okay. So, guys, with that being said, I think we are coming to the end of the show. If any of you have any questions, now is the time to ask. Okay, this is the only time to ask because we are coming right now to the end. I know Sam actually when we were chatting about this just before this, right? He was talking about, hey, we are only probably going to do about 30 minutes, and then I stretch, stretch until almost close to 1 hour. Okay, maybe I should come out with course on how to stretch people's time. But I was also rambling a lot. Okay. So again, Sam, I want to appreciate you for taking all this time to share your information. And guys, this is Sam's only second time, okay, that he's doing a live. Okay, his first one he did it with Val, and then this is the second time. So I'm very appreciative that Sam actually took his time to share this bigosque information again. So if you are not sure, rewatch our entire video. We cover the entire thing and in clear detail. All right. So okay, with that being said, guys, okay. So anything else you want to say, Sam, before we go?
No. Contact me. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Message me.
So hit him up in the link below, right? So you guys want to find out more, hit him up, and afterwards he'll be able to help you out to be able to to be able to use this simple formula over here, right? The laptop and the Wi-Fi to have an online business. Okay, it starts anytime. You just need to work together with Sam. Okay. Right. So with that being said, okay. So Sam, thank you so much. Okay, then we can just say bye-bye over there. Then afterwards, I'll talk to you. Stick around. I'll have a chat with you. Say bye there, okay? Okay, so, all right, guys. So thanks for sticking around. So before we end, I just want to say, Aspiring Everythinger is something new that I started up. It is a way for me to contact and to actually connect with a lot of experts, experts and business owners, established ones. If you are an aspiring entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, you're an expert yourself, and you want to learn from other people, this is where I actually go online and just find these different people, my own friends, and bring them onto the show and have a chat with them so that we can all learn together, right? So it's kind of like a co-learning experience. So with that being said, this is all for the show, and I hope you have enjoyed it so far. Please, again, once more, like, share, subscribe, okay, to my channel, okay, if you like it so far, and I will see you next time.
Not a smooth talker, under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty over from the minute that I met you.